Good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're joining us from in the world. And my name is Mohammed Adaba, Advanced Broker, Rqtmi, Motion International. And with me tonight is my colleague, Coach Sadisu, and we are going to be discussing about something very important. As you all agree with me, we are already in bull season because you can see how BTC has been moving. Okay, so let me not really say we are in the bull season, but we are approaching very close to the bull season. Okay, so if you still think we are in the bear season, please, we are not more in the bear season. Okay, so we are going to be about how to trade the bull market with Rqtmi magic strategy for more profit. It is very, very important. If you were with us last night on last night's session, remember I said our goal here in Rqtmi is for everybody to be able to make a lot of money with their boat. Whether you have small capital, whether you have big capital, the goal here is to ensure everybody makes money here because we want to see everyone smiling and happy with the community. Okay, and that will motivate us to do more as long as everybody is making money and we are getting a feedback. It will motivate us to be able to do more for the community. All right, so Kosali, so if you can hear me loud and clear, please over to you.
Yeah,
I believe everybody can hear me. Okay, all right.
Okay, so good day. We try as much as possible to see that the information we are passing, we break it down in a way that even if you're a small child can understand. You agree with me, which is what prompted us to have a sheet that you can just use to plug in your settings, plug and play. Now that we are in bull season, you find out that it is very difficult for coins to dip minus 60%, which is why we recommend Magic 2 that covers for 60% dip. For anyone that wants to use Circle, that if you want to autopilot his trade, he can use that. Coach Mo, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, Coach Sadisu, I can hear you.
Okay, so now if you're on this call and you are yet to get the Excel sheet, Rqtmi Excel sheet, please ensure you go to the group where you got this Zoom link from, request for it. Definitely you will see someone that will post it on the group. It is that Excel sheet I'm going to use to explain to you what you need to do in order to be more profitable. Like Coach Mo, my colleague, said, the goal here is to make money. And the goal here is to retire young. The goal is to retire young and rich, not to retire old and broke. When I say retiring old and broke, meaning that you work for 35 years, after 35 years, you retire as an old man and you're still broke, right? Now, we want to retire at least at the age of 40 or even before the 40 years old. You are there chilling with your family in Seychelles or Dubai, or Burj Khalifa, chilling with your family while your robot is minting money for you. Which is why I say that Royal Q has given power to the people. Before, the power belongs to the rich. But right now, God decided to use somebody to create Royal Q that has moved that power to the poor masses. We now have a boat, an ATM machine that prints dollar. The question now is, do you know how to use that ATM machine to mint money? That's the goal. That's the question you should ask yourself. And which is why it is very imperative for you to attend Zoom, or if you cannot attend Zoom, watch the recording and work closely with your upline and mentor so that you will excel. Everybody you see on the group and is exiting, it is because he doesn't have the knowledge. There's nobody that will understand Royal Q and want to quit. It's not possible, except he doesn't know it. So I'll just go straight to the point. Like we say that we have magic 1 to 8 on that Excel sheet, and each of them has their capital. But for this bull season, Rqtmi is saying that magic 1, 3, and 5 are for one shot. Among those three, the best magic, I repeat, the best magic among those three I just mentioned. I repeat, magic 1, 3, and 5 are for one shot. If you're on this call and you're just a newbie, you're yet to understand what one shot is or circle, don't worry, with time you get to understand. Like I say, it is very, very important for you to work with your upline and mentor or your mentor. So now, among the one shot, we have Magic 5 is the best among that one shot tactics settings. And I'll prove it to you. This is not a matter of theory. It's not theory here. We are not doing theory. We'll do theory and we'll practicalize it. You see it yourself. So I will share my screen. Coach Mo, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can all see your screen.
Okay, so like you know, sorry, this is not for you. Sorry about that. That's not for you guys. I just want to open. Okay, so as you know, all you guys, this is the Excel sheet. If you don't have it, go and request for it. Now, this is the content, table of content. You see magic 1 to 8. These are different settings. If you have this Excel sheet, you don't have problem with Royal trade settings. Whether it's bull or bearish season, you don't have problem. The only issue now is, do you know how to use it? Like I say, Magic 1, 3, and 5 are for one shot. As you can see, Magic 1 covers for 30%, Magic 3 covers for 25%, Magic 5 covers for 50%. Now, it depends on your capital, right? So I will go to Magic 1. So let me start with the best. Like I said Magic 5 is the best among the three that I just mentioned. If you go to Magic 5, that covers for 50%, right? Even if you go to Royal Q, the default setting of Royal Q is minimum call drop should be around 48-50% deep. These are the things that we look at. We did not just create this Excel sheet just because we want to create and make people know who we are. We created this Excel sheet with the use of the knowledge of the bull season of 2021 and the bear season of 2022. Anybody that is on Royal Q 2022, 1st of January to 31st of December 2022, he has seen it all. If you are still in Royal Q after those events that happened, congratulations. I don't think you can leave Royal Q again. Most people left because of what? The market was not favorable. So these were the two things we used. Imagine using 2 years of experience to create an Excel sheet. Although it is with time, you will get to understand what this Excel sheet means. Now, this Magic 5 covers for 50%. Now, what are we saying? If you look at, please, if you're on this call and your background is noisy, please just mute yourself. We don't want to noise, please. If you're on now, the minimum capital to use is 520, as you can see. Let's say you have 520 that you want to trade with, right? You want to trade with 520. Now, once the robot picks from the first call to the fourth call, 50% of that 520 will enter the coin. Now, what do I mean? As you can see, if you have 520, how do you command the Excel sheet to give you the settings you want? You just go to the remark section. Minus 20 from the capital. 520 minus 20, you will have 500. Type it there. That's the only thing you can edit. It will give you this. You observe that your capital will be here. The exact capital will be here. If it's not showing, something is wrong. So that's it. Now, a signal has been posted, or you have analyzed a coin based on the way we analyze coins, depending on the indicators we use, and you want to trade. Let me go by you picking a signal. A signal has been dropped on the group, whatever the case may be. Now, if it dipped by 1, you can see 0.2, 0.5, 0.2, 0.5, first call to fourth call. If you add just 0.2, if you go to your calculator, 0.2 plus 0.5 plus 0.2 plus 0.5. 0.2 plus 0.5 plus 0.2 plus 0.5, you find out that you have 1.4. Once it dipped by 1.4, it has picked your first call to the fourth call. The remaining 50% is spread across the fifth call to the 24th call. Now, it depends on you. I want to load the whole capital so that if it is 5% on a signal or it is 5% on a coin that I've analyzed based on the Rqtmi style of analysis of a coin, right? It is 5% so that when the coin is selling, I should get 5% of the total capital. This is what you just do. Now, if you go and calculate 1.3 plus 5 plus 5 plus 1.3, first buy is 20 times 20. You have 252. You see what we're saying? 1.35, 1.35, 252. Which means if the robot buys from the first call to the fourth call, 256 plus the first buy, which is 20 plus 20, has already entered the coin. 272. So you'll be left with what? You'll be left with, if you now say minus 520, you'll be left with 248, which is spread across the fifth call to the 24th call. Now, since I am a kind of person that I can be patient, I don't want to do any downtrend. I'm not interested. I want to put all my coin in a way that I will not see floating loss that will disturb me. This is what I'm showing you now. The 248 that is left, I will just go to my royal queue. I'll just go to my royal queue. Load the setting on the coin, you see, sorry. I will go to my royal queue, this magic 5, load the setting on the coin. After I've loaded, then I will now go to margin configuration and change the fifth call to 50%, which means the coin cannot buy fifth margin call, because for it to buy fifth margin call, it needs to dip by what? 50%. I'm not going to enter with all my money. I have loaded the setting of magic 5, right? And I know that it can buy from the first call to the fourth call, $252 will enter the coin, as you can see how I've computed it. Now, if it has entered, the remaining amount is 248. You can see what I just did on the 50 margin call. I just put 50. Simple, confirm. I'll just go, save. Sorry, I'm doing this. That's what you do, 50, confirm, put 50 there, save. That's all. You see it? That's all. That's all you do. Then you come to buy. Market price. Inject that immediately the robot buys the first call. Sorry, the first buy, which is $20. Right? Inject that 248 into the coin. So that when he's buying the first call, second call, third call, and fourth call, which is the 50% of your coin, it will now enter the coin again. So which means you will now have 100% of your money in a way that you hardly will see, you can't see floating loss. Yes, there might be floating loss, but it's not going to be as bad as it should be because of how you enter the trade with small money, later on with big money. Is that clear? If you're following what I just said, please drop a yes on the chat. Drop a yes on the chat. If you're following what I've just said, what I've explained, drop a yes on the chat. Okay, I can see. I just need 10% yes. 10% people to say yes. Okay, I can see yes, no, yes, no. Okay, I'll go back again. I said you want to trade with 520. Let me use another example. I have $1,000 and I want to use Magic 5. And a signal has been posted on the group, 5%. Or let's say 5%. If you're using $1,000, if you want to use Magic 5, you remove 20 from 1,000. If you remove 20 from 1,000, what will you be left with? 980. That's what you're going to type. Anytime you want to use Magic 5, you have to minus the first buy. You can see the first buy, which is 20. The first buy is 20. As you can see, first buy is 20. If you minus 20 from that 1,000, you have 980. So immediately you slot in 920 on the remark section. That's the only area you can edit. And you tap on OK, you see. You now, to confirm that you're actually doing the right thing, you find out that here will now give you the exact capital that you have. That's all. Now, by the time you go to your calculator, right, you will see on the first call to fourth call, first to fourth, you have 2.59.8, 2.59.8. First call to fourth call, 2.59.8. You see it? 2.59.8, 2.59.8. And the first buy is 20. If you go to your calculator and you type 2.5 plus 9.8 plus 2.5 plus 9.8, you can see you have 24.6. If you want to know the USDT in that first call to fourth call, multiply by the first buy, which is 20. The first buy is 20, as you can see there, you have 492. 492, right? 492. Now, by the time you now plus it plus the first buy, which is 20, 512. You can see 512. 512. First buy plus the amount of USDT from the first call to the fourth call, you have 512, right? Which means if the robot buys the first call and you allow it to buy the if the robot buys the first buy and you allow it to buy the first call, second call, third call, and the fourth call, 512 from your 1,000 will enter the coin. So what will be left minus 1,000? You have 488. You have 488 that is spread across the fifth call to the 24th call. Now it is this 488 that I decided to say that I don't want to end downtrend because we are in, if you want to, it's not obligatory. This is another way to enjoy good money. Now, 488 that is spread across the fifth call to the 24th call. I will just go to my royal queue. I'll just go to my royal queue. Coach Mo, can you see my screen? Coach Mo.
Yes, yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, so I'll just go to my royal queue. After I have loaded the setting on the coin and I've tapped on start, it has picked the first buy, which is $20, right? I will just go, or before I even load the setting on the coin, I will just go to margin configuration and I'll change that call drop on the fifth margin call to 50. I think my asset is having change the fifth margin call drop to 50, so that if it gets to fourth margin call, you should not buy the fifth margin call, because for it to buy the fifth margin call, the price have to drop to by 50%, which is absolutely almost impossible. I don't want you to pick fifth margin call, so I'll just put 50 there, right? So now, if I put 50 in, then you now tap on save. I don't want to use a coin that is currently trading. I don't want to do that. That's what you do. Save. You can see my own. I put my own 50 on sixth margin call. Now you see, that's all. Save. That's all you do. Let me confirm it. That's all you do. Save. That's all. Now you start the trade. Ensure your sub-beam mode and use sub-beam mode rate transfer settlement. Right? That's all. Then the 488 that is left, instead of you to say that you want to use the downtrend, you just come and tap on buy, tap on market price, and inject the 488. confirm. That's all. So that when the robot is buying the first call, it will buy the first call, second call, third call, up to the fourth call. The at 512 will enter the coin, plus your 408. Every two will now enter, which is 1,000. You will now be waiting for your what? You will now go to be waiting for your 5% of 1,000. 5% of 1,000, which is $50. Which is $50. You see it? That's how it is. That's how it is. If you're using magic, if you're using magic 3, I'll show you guys magic 3. I'll show you guys magic 1. It's still the same process, same practice. This is how you do it, and you're done. Do you guys understand? Type a yes on the chat if you understand.
Perfect. Very clear.
Yes, sir. Perfect. It's very clear, sir.
Okay, that's fine.
Very
So
clear.
it means if the signal is 10%, you enjoy 10%
Very
of
clear, sir.
1,000. Okay, I'm glad that you guys get it now. So you guys will go and fill our group with screenshots of earnings. Okay, so now the next is magic. Let me use magic 1 because all fingers are not equal. If you are having 1,000 to use magic 5, somebody might be having $100. Yes. If you're having $100, you still have a chance. That's why we say Royal Q is power to the people. It has given power to the people because money is power. If you have money, you have power. Forget about certificates. The person talking to you, the guy that was once chatted me up was talking rubbish as if I did not go to school because we find that most of the time we are always on WhatsApp trying to see how we can excel or succeed in our business. We have the certificate. We know what we are doing. We are trying to see how we can use Royal Q to replace our job. But Coach Mo has already forced me. He has already quit his job. He's only doing Royal Q full time. Right? Very soon I'll join him too. Right? So now don't think that some people were in this call. I'm saying this because of one guy that chatted me off. I think Coach Mo, you remember him now, right?
Yes, I remember. Yeah, you told me about the guy.
I think he even sent me a voice note as if we did not go to school, as if we were just
exactly.
Okay, so now let me just forget about that story. Later, let's just finish it up. So we go to Magic 3. We go to Magic 3. Magic 3. Minimum capital is what? $100. If you're using Magic 3, you don't need to subtract anything. How much do you have? If you have minimum is $100, as you can see, minimum is $100. $100. So what you just do, you just go straight to the remark section, edit, type your capital. How much you have? You have $100, type 100 there to give you the settings. But one thing you should note is once it picks the first call, 25% of your capital is already on the coin. Let me put it to you. You can see it's 0.7 here, right? Which means it's going to use 0.7 times your first buy to give you the USDT on the first call. So if you now go to your calculator, 0.7, the first buy is 15 times 15, it's 10.5. Plus your first buy, which is 15. As you can see, you have 25.5, which is 25% of your capital. Right? So now, what do you do if you're using Magic 3? You just go to your settings. After you have saved the settings, sorry, I don't have Magic 3 saved on my Royal Q, right? So you just go to the settings, change the second call to 50. Change the second call to 50. If you are saving it, change the second call to what? 50%. Which means it's not going to pick the second call. Because you know there's no how coin can dip 50% on this bull season. It's very difficult. It's difficult for coins to. I'm not saying it can happen, anything can happen in crypto, but it's difficult for a coin to dip 50% in this bull season. As you can see in these couple of days, you see how coins are doing. Now, if you take out 25, 0.7 is what you're seeing, right? Now, what will be left if you go to your calculator and do the math? The first call is 0.7, right? 0.7 times your first buy, which is 15. We have 10.5. Plus your first buy, just like I did in the Magic 5, which is 15. You have 25.5 minus 100, which is 74.5. So you have 74.5 that is spread from the second call to the seventh call. So instead of saying that I want to enjoy downtrend, right? I can just decide to say, no, it is uptrend because coins are going up. I'll just go to my royal queue, tap on, after I have after I've saved the settings, I'll just go and and I've started the trade. I have started the trade. I will just go and tap on buy, go to my royal queue. I'll just go to my royal queue, tap on the coin. The coin has started trading. It has picked the first call, which is $15, right? Now I'll just go, after I've changed that 4-second call drop to 50%, I'll just go to buy, market price, 74.5. If I do that, that's all. Sorry, if you're doing 74.5, it doesn't do work here. Just use whole number 74. That's all. Confirm. That's all. 74 will enter the coin, right? So that when it pick the first call, 100% will just enter because it can pick the first call quickly because of the 1% call drop. So 100%. So if you are enjoying 5%, you're going to give you 5% of what? 100% of your capital, which is 5% of 5% of 5% of $100, which is $5. If it's 6, you just give you $5 of 100, 5% of $100. Imagine if you do this 10 times in a month. Do this 10 times in a month, 50% of your capital. If you can get 5% of $100 10 times in a month, that's 50% of your capital. And you and I know that it's possible. You can even do this 20 times, which is 100% of your capital. You make more money. You don't need a Ponzi scheme to do this. So you can see what I just did. If you do it like this, it's difficult for you to experience that mess of a floating loss because you're not going in with all your money. You're going in with small money before you're not coming with big money. You get my point? So that's how you do it. That's for Magic 3. I want to believe everybody understand. Please, if you understand what I just explained, it's the same tactics in. Okay. If you have not watched our video on compounding, I think you should go and get it. If you're following, please type a yes on the chat if you understand what I just said. This is Magic 3. If you're following, type a yes on. It's the same tactics I just did for Magic 5 that I'm doing for Magic 3, but it's just that the difference is that the call drop that I'm stopping at the second call. I used second call drop as 50%. So that's how we do it, which is why you see some people. Okay, some of you will be thinking that this coach, it seems like you're not trading. Maybe you're just posting signal. Bros, I beg you, which business can give you 900 and no, this is one of my accounts. This is one of the second account. Let me show you the second account. Please, which business can give you $923,000? Which business can give you with ease, no stress, $923? In this economy, wherever you are in the world, which business can give you this? If you're in Nigeria, which business can give you this kind of profit in just single 24 hours? So that's it. Remember that if you do this, it just requires patience for you to remain patient and it will definitely deliver. If you do this, it is not you just plug in, you signal, it will sell in the next 30 or 2 minutes or 3 minutes. No. Once a signal has been analyzed, if you like, you can decide to trade without analysis. Our videos are there. If you apply the same thing, 3%, you get 3% of 100% of your capital. Just like the same way I did for Magic 5 and Magic 3. So if I want to use Magic 1000 for Magic 3, now let's say you want to use 1000 for Magic 3. Like I say, you don't need to subtract anything. Just go and type 1000. Once you type 1000, what do you see? It gives you the parameters. Just go to your second call and type 50 there as call drop. On your second call, you type 50 as call drop. See it, 50 as call drop on your second call. Copy everything, but on your second call, type 50%. It's 50, you type. If you have done that, then you just go to your calculator. What is the value? 15.7 as the first call, 15.7. So you to use 15.7 times what? Times your first buy, which is $15. So you use 235 plus 15. You have 250.5, right? Now minus 1,000, you have 749. So it is this 449 you are going to inject for manual replenishment. So that once it enter, if you now pick the first call, everything will not be what? 100% of your capital on the coins, right? But although if you are doing manual replenishment, you can't type point. You just a whole number you can type there. When you tap on buy, tap on market price, you can type 749.5, but you can type 749 whole number. No decimal. That's how you do it. The same thing goes for if you want to use Magic One. You want to use Magic One. If you want to use Magic One, you subtract 20 from the first buy. Say you have, let's say you have 1,000 and you want to use Magic One, you can just go and type. You can just go and type 1,000 minus 20. If you're using Magic One, you need to subtract 20 from the capital. If you're using 1,000, you just say 1,000 minus 20. What does it give you? 1,000 minus 20, or let's say your capital is not enough for you to even use Magic 5. So you can decide to say, okay, let's say you have $400. You can say 400 minus 20. You have to minus 20 first buy from the capital. First buy is 20. 400 minus 20, you have 380. Once you tap 380, you find out that this place will give you the exact capital that you have. If it's not giving you something is wrong, you're not doing the right thing. So you can see. Now, what do I do? Just the same way I did Magic 5. That's what you do here. Ensure that your fifth margin call is 50%. Your fifth margin call is 50%. Right? Then you have 0.4, 1.5, 0.4, 1.5, 0.4, 1.5. Then you just go to your calculator. Your first buy is 20. You go to your calculator. 0.4 plus 1.5 plus 0.4 plus 1.5. You can see, give me 3.8. Right? Then I'll now say times 20, which is the first buy, 76, plus the first buy, which is 20, 96. So if it picks from the first call to the fourth call, plus my first buy, I have 96. Now, when I now minus the total capital, 96, 400 minus 96, it gives me what? 304. So it is 304 I'm going to do manual replenishment with. So I'll just, once the robot picks the first buy, $20, the 304, I'll just go and do manual replenishment so that once it picks the first call to the fourth call, the remaining money will enter the coin. So I will now have $400 or 398 because of this decimal that you're seeing here, or 399. So everything there will just be 400 in rounding up the number. Now, if it's 5%, you have 5% of $400, which is $20, which makes sense. Imagine you're doing this 10 times in a month. That's $200, which is 50% of your capital. If you're taking 5%, 10 times in a month, that's $200, 50% of your capital. And if you know what you're doing very, very well, like I will show you at the end of this session, you can make 100%. It's possible. It's possible. I just show you an account. That's a $3,000 account, and you can see just today I made $923. But why some people are suffering themselves in 9 to 5? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At the end of the day, it's just in naira, and this is in dollars. Okay, so that's it. This is how you use Magic 1, 2, Magic 1, 3, and 5. And I want to believe this. Everybody understand what I've just said now. Okay, so if you understand what I've just discussed now concerning Magic 1, 3, and 5, please type your yes on the chat so that we'll continue. If you understood what I just explained, type a yes on the chat so that I will know that yes, everybody is following and everybody understand what I've just taught. So you go and enjoy profit. Don't forget, if you are deciding to do this, you will have to remain patient for the coin to deliver, because you know it's going to give you, if it is 5%, it's going to give you 5% of your total capital. So there's no need to worry about downtrend. But if it's not obligatory, if you decide to say you want to use downtrend, that's fine. Remember that you are putting 50 on that fifth margin call Now, anytime the coin goes south, right? If you analyze the coin very well, even if it goes out, it doesn't take 3-4 days to sell. But if let's say, assuming it goes south, you can just decide to get another fund and open margin call. Just go and remove that 50 that you put on the fifth margin call, or put 0.2 and continue your trade. That money that you do in manual replenishment with, go and bring it back and open margin call. Simple. And you continue enjoying your downtrend. It's that simple. But if you want to, you have to be patient. Remember, you have to be patient. Because this one, you're not enjoying downtrend. You want to enjoy uptrend, but the total money, that is where your take profit will be. If it is 5% of the total money. So you are going to enjoy big. So imagine if you are using $10,000 and it's giving you 5% of $10,000. Do the math. 5% of $10,000. That's $500. If you convert this thing to Nigerian currency, 583,000 naira. Please, how many people can enjoy this salary in Nigeria without? This is the salary of a professor. Professor have to go and, after secondary school, after university, he has to go and do another 17 or 10, 15 years to get that professor before you can start enjoying this kind of salary. But you just sit down in your house with your smartphone and skills, mint the money. That's why I say Rqtmi is power to the people. You don't bloody, it's not obligatory now to say you know to kill yourself with certificates. Yes, I'm a master's degree holder, right? It's not as if I don't have masters. It's not as if I don't have the certificate. We do have the certificate, but we have found something that we can actually use to empower people that are looking for job. Create the job. We don't have to be begging for job after 20 years. Create job. Imagine if you save, you teach 200 or 250 people these skills. That means you have helped your country. You have helped the government of your country to take 250 people away from what? Job seeking. Instead of them to look for job, you are now creating job. Imagine if 10,000 Nigerians use this skill to help 500 people. 10,000 times 500. Do the maths. 10,000 people decided to help and teach 500. That's how many people? 5 million jobs. 5 million people have been taken away from the job market. You are saving, you are helping your country. You get? So that's it. That is it. That's it. So let's go, continue. Now, if you go to your chart, there was something I explained concerning day trading, but I don't really think that some people really. Let me go to Alpine. Now, you can still use the same tactics, day trading. If you remember our video that I have to trade like without analysis like a pro. If you watch that video, remember that we say that if you want to trade, you have to trade on the 1 day. So all these things I just taught you now. All the things I just taught you. Let's say you don't want to wait for anybody's signal on the group. Just come to 1 day. Pick your price, pick your pen. As you can see, when I say you should pick your pen, I'm referring to this as if you understand your trading view. If you have watched our video on trading view, now tap on it, tap on vertical line. See this vertical line, you tap on it. Where is the vertical line? You tap on it. Tap on the vertical line. See it. See the vertical line. I'm referring to this vertical line. You see it? Now, all you just need to do is, this is what, once if you have watched our video, secret to go to Fibonacci, 0 at the top, 100 at the bottom is what? Uptrend. That's uptrend. So you just go and pick your price range. If it's an uptrend, you measure from the current price. This is the current price, this one here. You see it? I'm referring to this. This is the uptrend, this one. That's the current price, sorry, that's the current price. So you just go here, pick your price range, take it to the price, that place. This is day trading. Why? Because longer time frame, that is where the institutions are trading. Those institutions that move the market, move the price of a coin, they trade on 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month. Longer time frame, and they come in with big money. So that's why you see the price of a coin used to go up. You retail trader trade on the shorter time frame. So I say that this strategy works for 1 day, right? All these things I just taught you concerning Magic 1, 3, and 5, you can apply it on 1 day on yourself comfortably in your house. You don't need to wait for signal. Go and tap on this. Look for a coin that is other uptrend. Look at this one is uptrend. Tap on it. Measure to this place. Measure to 23.6. You see 23.6 line, this place. here. You don't need to know any analysis that here. Measure what is it giving you? 10%. So which means that if you're going to take 10%, it's going to give you, if you're using $1,000, it's going to give you, if you remain patient and follow what I just showed you guys, right? It's going to give you 10% of your $1,000. 10% of your $1,000. Another way you can even do more than that is you can decide to, once you see a floating profit, you can manually sell and enter again. So long as the price has not come to this place, those that know what I'm talking about, have not come to this place, you will not stop. If you see green, 2.5%, sell it off and check. If you see has not come to this area, that as long as the price has not come to this place, has not come to this line, as long as it has not come. Once you see green, manually sell it and enter again. Once you see green, manually sell it and enter again. But once the price has come to this place, stay away. But if you don't want to be doing that, you can decide what? You can decide to just set it up 10%, do what I just showed you guys, remain patient. It will give you 10% of your capital. 10% of 100% of your capital, if you follow what I just say. But if you cannot pick signal like this, just wait for signal in the group and pick it. That's all. And keep enjoying. So thank you very much. I think we have come to the end of this session. Everybody now understand how you can enjoy and maximize profit. So we are open for questions. This class will end 15 minutes from 10. Open for questions.
All right, so thank you. Thank you for that. And I believe everybody is clear on how to navigate the Rqtmi settings so that they can make more profit from their trades. Remember, we said it is not compulsory. If you want to make money on the downtrend, remember I made mention of this last night's session. If you want to be patient, then you can use this method. But take note that you are going to be making more money here. All right. So before we got started, somebody was trying to ask a question. So if you can hear me loud and clear, please unmute your mic and tell us your challenge so that we can give you the permission to share your screen. He was saying he was having a serious issue. So please, if you can hear me loud and clear, we are running out of time. You can just share your screen, then I'll make you a call so that I can share your screen.
Please, I just want to know if it is possible for him to go over with roadmap there once more, because it was too fast for me to comprehend. Thank you.
There is a recording. If you are not following us on our YouTube channel, please do so. Are you following us on our YouTube channel?
Yes, I'm not following you on YouTube channel. I just joined the Zoom.
No problem about that. So what you need to do is go to Zoom and go to search for Rqtmi, or I'll drop the link right away. Okay. Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss out on our next or all our subsequent recordings in the future. All right. So what you need to do is patiently wait for the videos to be uploaded for tonight's session so that you can rewatch over and over to understand. Remember, you just said you are a newbie. So it is a process. Just take your time, try to go through our videos and understand what we are doing here. We have a video on how to get started as a newbie. When you open the YouTube channel, you are going to find where we have playlists. You just go to the playlist. You see a playlist there that will show you how to use our template and how to use our signals. Request for the template on the group you got this link from. Just request that, please, I need Rqtmi settings or templates. Somebody will share you the template so that you can use the template together with the video you'll be watching that will guide you on how to use it. So just check on the chat box right away. I'm going to be dropping it. So for that person who wanted to share a screen, where I told that he's going to share a screen, if you can hear me loud and clear, but if you're not here, then I think I can see King Abbas. King Abbas, you're raising up your hand. You can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Lastly, sir, can the resource person, Malam Abraham, can we have his phone number displayed so that I can copy it to? It looks to be a brother.
On the group you got this link from, just check one of the admin there. You find him. You can reach out to him on WhatsApp.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So I just dropped the link to our channel right away. You can just click on it. For the newbies who are here with us tonight, if you're not following us on our channel, please, it's very important. You need to, so that you don't miss out on our videos there. So you can check. I just dropped the link right away. Okay. King Abbas, if you can hear me, you're in your hands. Do you have a question?
Yes, sir. I have a question, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
you can proceed.
my question is I'm already on I'm already trading Akru, and I'm trading using a Magic 2 strategy, and I have the robot has already bought 32 margin 32 margin calls. So the question now is, can I switch from the Magic 2 to Magic 5, because it's a capital of $641. Can I switch from Magic 2 to Magic 5?
It has bought how many margin calls?
32.
32 margin calls. And how
Yes,
much is
sir.
allocated on that 32 margin calls?
$641.
Okay, you know, Magic 5 is 50 margin calls, right?
Yes.
Magic 5 is 50 margin calls. If you are already on 32 margin calls, let me see. You said you're on Magic 1, right? Oh, you said you're on Magic 2.
Magic 2. Magic 2, yes.
Why not do manual replenishment than opening by switching it to the Magic 5, so that when it sells off, you can just reset your settings? Because if you are changing to Magic 5, take note that you need to balance up the capital for the margin calls. Do you have that?
No, I don't have that.
Okay, so why not stick to the Magic 2? When it sells off, then you can readjust your settings for that of Magic 5.
All right. Okay, sir. Thank you,
How
sir.
about that? All right.
Yes, it's okay. It's okay, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, let me head to the chat box, because it's already time. We're already running out of time. Let me see if there are messages there. If there are no messages, then I think we'll call it a day. Okay, so for those who are joining late, the video is going to be the recorded video is going to be uploaded on our channel. All right, King Jibril, we can unmute yourself. I think this will be the last question. I can't find any question on the chat box. So King Jibril, we can unmute and speak up, please.
Okay, please, I just want to ask a question, please. This replenish strategy, I don't know, it's going contrary with my knowledge of the compounding. So I don't know what do I really follow here. I should stick with my compounding, or I can try the replenishing too.
The compounding is where you're compounding just your profits. But in this case, what we are trying to educate you guys on is how you can use the remaining capital that is supposed to be used or spread across those margin calls. Use that to replenish instead, so that you make more money here. Remember, compounding, you're only compounding your profits, right?
Yes.
It seems to join late. Did you join it?
No. I came in time.
Okay.
Coach Mo, what I'm even saying
okay.
now. What I'm even saying now. So if I'm doing I'm going to add everything. I can still do my compounding and it too, right?
Yes, you can add your compounding together too as well. Yes, if you want to.
Okay.
Yes, why not?
Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Coach Salus, you wanted to say something?
Yeah. What I'm saying here is, if you do this, what I just showed you guys, if you have done it with your capital, now you have your profit as, let's say, $100, you can, or $10, you can do the manual replenishment still added to it.
Oh, okay.
Just the same way you compound. After following this process, remember that this process is not as if it's obligatory. It's just for you to make more money. If you don't want to do it, remain with what you understand and do it. But if you want to make more money, that's why I decided to show you guys. Once you are using 520 for Magic 5 and you decide to compound, sorry, not the money that is spread from the 5th call to the 24th call, you inject it more and follow the same process. If your profit is like $15 or $14, you can still go back and tap on buy, tap on $14 to enter. That's all.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you 5%. If, for example, your profit is $50 and you're using $1,000, once you have done what you have done, 1,000 has already entered the coin. You just go and do another manual replacement with the $100 to enter the coin, so that you're now enjoying 5% of 1,100 if the signal is 5%.
Okay, and it's still applicable for if the take profit is 3% or
to give you 3% of $1,100.
Okay. Thank you.
There's no business in the whole 9 planet that is better than Rqtmi. There's none.
Yes, so
You lie down in your house.
I have not seen any. But if somebody knows of any that is better than Rqtmi, please, you can share with us and we'll prove you wrong. All right.
You lie down in your house with your air condition and your good capital. You mint the salary of somebody that will spend 1 month with sa to go and collect salary. You will sit down in your house and mint your money. It's just about it's not just capital, it's about understanding the skills. Once you have the skill, that's when we start talking about capital. Imagine me and Coach have $500,000. Coach, you don't be seeing us in Dubai cruising and flexing our life. Time is coming in this season.
Please, sorry, please, how you got that 25? The first thing is 0.5 times the than the first margin call, right? Okay.
If you're using Magic 3, Jibril, don't worry. You're my team. Don't worry. We'll talk about it later. Okay. You don't understand.
Okay.
Sorry, that's all. Mm-hmm. Coach,
all right, okay, somebody raised up his hand. Okay, should this be the last question, or should he give room for more questions?
Yeah, Jibril, I will attend to him later. But this guy, Alex Mobile, I don't think he responds to him.
King Alex, you can unmute and speak up.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, King Alex.
My simple question, Mr. Salisu, is: are there chances that if I feed in my capital for the different margin calls, can the robot trade more than? Can the robot use more of that money than the one I set in? Let's say Magic 2. Let's say the capital I set in is 100. Can it go more than 100?
It can never be, except he didn't set it well. If you set it and give it the right parameters concerning the multiple buying ratio, it cannot go beyond the multiple buying ratio that you put. It's not possible.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
It can never. It's a robot, not human being, that can use more money and buy and lie to you that it did not buy. Anything it does, it gives you receipt. It's not possible for you to buy more than what you asked it to do.
Okay. I was referring to the strategy settings.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Multiple buying ratio is what answers your question. Did you give it the right multiple buying ratio so that when he's buying it, to use that multiple buying ratio to buy? That's where the area is. That's the heart of every money you want to invest on any coin. The multiple buying ratio is what the robot used to multiply the first buy to know the USDT that it will use for that margin call. If, for example, multiple buying ratio is 0.7 on the first margin call with $100 Magic 3, it will use 0.7 times 15, which is the first buy, which is 10.5,
yes,
which is 10.5 USDT to buy the first margin call. So it cannot use more than 10.5 that you have asked it to do. It cannot use 20 or 11 or 12. It's not possible.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So King Anjori, doctor, for your information, King Anjori is a doctor and 2 of his children are in Rqtmi. King Kanjori, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
No, I wasn't raising my hand. Thank you. Good evening, coaches.
Yeah, good evening. King Kanjori is a medical doctor. If
Yes,
a
sir.
medical doctor can create time for Royal Q, then who are you not to create time for Royal Q?
Yes, and I think just to add to that, I only miss this Zoom meeting if the network is bad on my side because I'm up in the north, and sometimes the network could be funny. Even my boys, they're on the Zoom meeting now, listening, just learning more of the trading. Thank you.
So you see, medical doctor still create. Some of you will say, I don't have time, I'm too busy. If you are too busy for a business that can pay you, pay your family after your demise, then your job will also be too busy to feed your family after you die. Don't forget about your family. Replace you and forget about your family. You get, so a doctor that is too busy still created time, and even to the extent of bringing his children to Royal Q. His first and second children are on Royal Q and they're making money. Then please, brothers and sisters, don't allow the devil to cover your eyes. Open your eyes to this opportunity before all the whole Africa will know Royal Q. Make sure you're already in V6, so because by the time everybody know Royal Q, just like everybody is now using internet. That's how everybody will now know Royal Q. How many people will come and join your Royal Q? If you go to this one, I'm already on it. If you go to this one, I'm already on it. If you go to the next person, I'm already on it. It is now you need to build your Royal Q. Ensure you hit V6 before 2025 end. Ensure you hit that V6 because that's our goal, me and Coach Mo. If you have hit that V6, then 2026 is going to be a bearish year. So before that bearish year, you're already a V6 member and you're collecting monthly salary from Royal Q, just like Dr. Money and Jason Makara. So thank you very okay. I think one more person, Onoka. Onoka David.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Like I said before with the class, said that I should ask a question.
So what's your question?
I have 119 numbers of call magic. So I found out this evening my trade stop. So I don't know why.
Your trade stops. The first thing you should ask.
Yeah.
Do you have gas fee?
Yeah, I have gas fee.
Do you have extra USDT on your USDT wallet that you should use to buy margin calls?
Yes, but that is not an issue. It's supposed to be selling at least. It's supposed to be selling. So I have come.
Which coin are you trading?
Acro.
You are trading Acro and you have 100 and which magic are you using?
The magic call limit.
Which magic are you using?
Is it number of magic?
No. We only attend to those that use our settings. Oh. I'm asking you which magic. Is it magic 1 or magic 2 or magic 3 or magic 4 or magic 5 or magic 6 or magic 7 or magic 8? Which one?
I don't know about that one.
Oh, I can't. If you don't know about that, maybe I don't know how you got your settings to trade. But notwithstanding, it's just that we're supposed to end this meeting 10:15. And Cosmo, what do you think? You should share your screen.
Okay, just for my please, because he actually was the first person who asked question, but I told him it's not a time for question and answers. So let's just give him that time, just few minutes. Let him share his screen so that we can help him out. So King Onuka, you can. I want to make you a co-host now. Share your screen.
Please, for the benefit of those on this call, whatever team you are following, ensure you follow their settings and follow their style of trading for you to see the kind of result you want to see.
See, I seen it.
Yeah, I can see it.
So I don't know the reason why he stopped trading.
Go back.
Or selling.
You're already on profit now. You can manually sell this coin.
How?
You want to manually sell it and enter again, or are you the one that is trading on Circle?
Yeah, I'm the one. My what do they call it?
This coin is on Circle, right? So and you have enough USDT. I don't know how much you are using for the coin, but it's on Circle, and it will continuously give you profit. Go to your revenue detail. You should see profit. Go to your revenue detail. You say it's
It
not
means
selling.
profit. It stopped at the moment.
I don't
Since
understand.
morning.
It's stubborn. Coach Mo, please, can you
Since that,
see this guy made $208 and he's saying it's not selling. How did he make
no,
I'm,
it stopped
I'm, I'm seeing
since
it.
morning.
He stopped since morning.
Yes.
We are seeing $208. You say he stopped since morning. Today is 9th, and look at the profit you have made.
You don't understand. It's supposed to be selling and buying, but it's not doing that anymore.
He's already on floating profit. There is not a callback. Go back to the coin. Now you can see you are in floating profit of 2.8. 2.8, 3.3%. If you sell this coin now, you're going to make $93. So if there is no your callback, tap on the coin. Let's even go to your distributor take profit allocation as well as your callback. Tap.
I should tap where?
And let's check his asset as well. Let's be sure.
Tap on asset. You still have this USDT on its asset. Go back.
Yeah.
Tap on home. Tap on the coin. You are using iPhone. That's why it's taking time.
Yeah.
You check your switch off margin call. Is it on?
Yeah, my magic on is on.
It's loading. It's on. I don't see a reason why. Tap on strategy mode. I don't see a reason why this coin should not be buying and selling for you. Tap on strategy mode.
Hello, coach. The margin
when he's doing this,
the margin call was off. It's now you just switch it on.
it was off, right?
Short.
I saw it.
What am I pressing?
Yes, I saw it too. The margin call was off. We just put it on.
It's now you just put it on.
It's not off.
It was off.
No. It was on before. It was
And
because
when you look at the coin, it is in one shot.
It was on before. The first time
Okay. The other thing we need to look at, iPhones these days used to give one error, something API, wherever. So you need to rebind. If you notice it keeps stopping, just rebind and start your trade again. I have a downline who was having the same challenge. He's using iPhone. So he had to do the rebinding, and then since then he has not had any issues with his trade stopping. So please, if you start your trade and it still stops, what you need to do is to rebind and start again. You won't have any issues anymore. I hope you can hear me loud and clear.
My magic call stopped. My magic
start
call was
button here. I thought the start button here should be paused.
Yes, because the trade have stopped.
Start again.
Just tap on start.
It's still loading. It's still loading.
The start button should be paused. Okay. Maybe when you finish loading, we'll see the actual status.
No, it's working.
Yeah.
The coin is currently trading. If there is no start, is this iPhone feature that is iPhone that is behaving like this. The coin is already trading.
This guy had made huge profit today, or $208. Please, you have to tell us the secret, please.
There's no secret. You see the same thing we are teaching. There's no secret.
It's like his capital is huge.
Capital is king. Capital is king.
Yeah. If you look at the previous daily profit, today's own is like so Boko Haram and so big.
that was Acro was selling today.
Okay, so thank you very much, Coach Mo. I think we are done for today. We'll see you two guys tomorrow. We are going to have a session with our superb leader, King James Makara, tomorrow by the grace of God. By the grace of God, I hope he will have time. So you guys prepare to come and listen to the only V6 in the whole Africa, as we try as much as possible to see that we hit the target before the next bearish season 2026. Let's all ensure that we do our best to hit that rank, and also ensure that you preach the gospel of royalty in your mosques and in your church. Right? A lot of people need this tool. Don't hide it. It's a business that you can share and you have peace of mind, because he or she that is coming in on board has his capital in his custody, so you don't have a fear. The only thing you should do is to ensure that you teach the person how to use signals or how to trade, just like I've shown you guys. Thank you very much. As you know that Royal Q remains the best business in the whole 9 planets. The only thing is that you need God to open your eyes to see it. As you can see, a doctor that is a busy person has created time to always watch our Zoom session and also bring his children, because if your first son can understand this before the age of 15 or 18, he will start paying his school fees by himself, so to reduce the burden, and he will start taking responsibility of his financial activities. So you see, and your wife, Coach Mo, and I, very soon our wife will start doing all these things that we're doing, so that at the time, anytime we die, our family will continue from where we stop. You and I know that the day we die, even if they're
Oh,
paying you
when they
1.5
start, so not very soon.
million.
Let the wife start to before.
Okay. So when I say
Very sorry.
Royal Q, you guys will say power to the people. So that let's end up with that slogan.
Power to the
Coach Mo,
people.
Royal Q,
Make now we did talk.
Power
Power to the people.
To the people.
Royal Q,
Power to the people.
People. Not
Royal
like the
Q.
Nigerian politician.
Power to the people.
People.
To the people.
Good night.
Not
Good
for
night,
Nigerian
everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
This slogan is not for Nigerian politics. So
You, Coach Mo. Good night.
All right, good night.
it's
Good night,
for only
everybody.
Royal Q.
Money to the people, I beg.